And we're back again. Good evening. I'm Nic Pegg. Thank you for joining us on After Dark. On the line, I've got Chris Shepard. He's an audio-visual expert. He actually works from Shipley's, but I think I think you can use him for your own domestic needs at home as well. We'll find out. Good evening, Chris. How are you?
Well, I don't know if you can afford me for the domestic stuff, but I will give advice and go, well, this is what you need. You got to think along these lines, and maybe that'll work for you. But the rest of the time I'm just kind of busy,
So what are you doing in Rotorua? You've called us from Rotorua.
I've been I've just been sitting here climbing over a balcony and back into my hotel room because I locked my card out. It's a different story. Totaling up my hours, I think. Morning when I left Christchurch, 75.4 hours. I'm a bit tired.
So what was the job actually up there? A big conference or something?
It's the conference for New Zealand GPs. They all get together to discuss GP issues. Something like 365 presentations over the 7 days. Main plenary, an entire nurses' room, just for nurses alone, and 12 breakout rooms, and 1,500 delegates. So it's a lot of GPs and nurses all in the same space. So basically, if I had a heart attack, I was in the right place.
You guys, well, speaking of heart attacks, you guys have to do some pretty savage long hours sometimes, don't you?
Like I said, 75 hours. I've just totaled that up. I'm still going to fly back tomorrow, and I'm going, where's Dodge? I'm hoping we can actually fly out. Otherwise, it's bus to Auckland and then get home. And back into it tomorrow.
So give us an idea if there's a big show on, say, at Horncastle Arena. How long does it...
Yeah.
And we go in there, it's all set up and ready to go. How long does it take to set up for a show in there?
Well, to give you an example, we've got the same GP group are doing a secondary concert and event down in Christchurch in about a month's time. And again, that's a massive plenary room and a whole bunch of breakouts. And to put it in, you're looking at a good day and a half solid work. And there's a lot of complexity because there are individual rooms having to be installed and controlled. You've got the main room, which is there's a lot that goes into it, especially in a place like Horncastle, where a lot of stuff has to get flown out of the roof. So there's a whole bunch of safety concerns and various other ways of doing things to actually make it happen. I mean, people who walk into conferences and things like that it looks good. It all works. There's no idea amount of cabling, tech, and stuff that actually makes those kind of things happen. It just goes.
Have you done a setup in the new town hall yet?
Yeah, yes, I have. I was actually there for the opening. I was the guy who made the ribbon and put the ribbon up because I made UAV, but I used to do I work for a company called Patricia Proctor Design, and they do high-end corporate theming and events. And she's a woman who knows her stuff, but she does jobs like put the ribbon that they cut to open the town hall, and I actually installed that. So it's got an honour. I've got a photograph of it. It looks quite cool.
Have there been improvements made with regard to access for technicians and things? Because I understand it used to be problematic in the old building. Have they taken this opportunity to improve things?
That's something I am sadly disappointed in. I mean, the place looks beautiful and it's so nice to have our lounge back, but they haven't taken advantage of 30 years worth of usage to learn some lessons. And unfortunately, they've gone and restored things back to what they call heritage, which is in some ways a little bit of a joke because I'm pretty sure they didn't have electric drop-down blinds in Lime's room. That's another story. But yeah, no, it works and it functions, and I will give credit to the people on the ground, at least, who work at V-Base, who make the events run, because they have to deal with a lot of behind-the-scenes door racks, basically. There's no storage for a start. So constantly, when there's a big event on, people like catering and the people who put the chairs in, what's called PSU, the chair guys, constantly having to move stuff from one space to another in order to have one room usable, but then you've got to hide stuff somewhere else, but that room's going to be used later, so they've got to move it again, or it ends up back of stage, but that's where all the stuff from bands and event gear goes. It's diabolical. And the other day there was a conference in there, oddly enough for builders, and for catering, it's hosing down outside. Excuse me. It's been a long day. I need a bourbon. It's hosing down outside, but the poor catering has to go outside to collect the beers and things because it's all stored in a container back, like an actual 40-foot container. So they've got to go outside in the rain, get the stuff out, and wheel it over rough cobbles and everything else back into the town hall in order to deliver it to the clients in there.
That's weird, because Lime's Room is quite a major sort of hospo area. You would have thought there would have been good kitchens and what have you.
To give it credit, it's not finished yet. I mean, it's open and functional, but it's not 100% online. They've still got the CSO section that's being built into it, so they've got their own home base. So it's still kind of transitional, but there are issues that Joe Public would have no idea is there that shouldn't have happened, basically, which makes me very concerned about the upcoming convention centre, where they're falling into a trap that they fell into last time they built a convention centre. And because of my annoyance of what they did, I've done a bit of digging around and found out that it's quite a common theme for massive companies that go and build convention centres in towns to do the same act, and that's remove the catwalk from the design. Now, the catwalk allows people to get into the roof, string lights and everything else from a safe platform and everything else. When you don't have a catwalk, you've either got to use a scissor lift or access points to get up to the roof. And then if you've got to do things like, let's say in the trade hall, where there are lots of stalls and booths, you've got to drop power cables and various other internet and connectivity cables into various stalls from the roof, which means you have to sling it, which is like two bits of rope essentially. It's not rope, but like two bits of rope to the point, and then drop it down to where you need it to go, which takes time, and a lot more time than if you could just do it from the roof and the catwalk. So every event that's in there will be more expensive because of the amount of labour and safety and everything else that goes into it, as opposed to having people just go into the roof and drop the cables where it's needed.
Now, how are you getting home from Rotorua?
Well, tomorrow I'm flying out. I'm hoping.
What time's your flight?
Taking off at midday.
Oh, okay. So you won't be going to work tomorrow then?
No, when I get back, I'm going straight home to see my cat. I've been away for a week. He will be sulking in a big way. Yeah, I've set my alarm for 8:30 tomorrow morning, and that is a sleep-in.
You'll be in the dog box with the cat. Hey, Chris, thanks for joining us. Enjoy your bourbon before you go to sleep tonight. And
that's my knockout gift, but I don't think I'll even get a chance to finish it.
It was a pleasure to talk to you on After Dark. Cheers. Thank you.
Love that. See you, mate.
Bye-bye.